Well, that was a great episode of Doctor Who. I'm just going to say there are going to be spoilers from the offing this. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't listen from this point on. Okay, still listening, okay. So this was a brilliant episode because this was not the episode that they said it was going to be, and that's a good thing. It was advertised sort of like, hey, the Doctor's going to solve a mystery and Ruby Sunday's in it and maybe they'll interact and, but then the memory hits us. Of course they're not going to interact because the Doctor can't get back to Earth. So they do a mystery at the start where the Doctor's like, hey, we're in 2007 and hey, this kid, we're going to give him a penny. And then the kid turns out to be a complete entitled piece of trash, basically, for lack of a better term. Because Doctor Who is eviscerating entitled man boys this year, and that's a good thing because there are a lot of them out there. And it's important to do it because, as this episode proved, there are lots of people out there who misrepresent things, who lie, who make lies a currency, who manipulate people for profit and tell them nonsense, and that everyone else is blaming that they're not blamed for their own failings in life. And this episode destroys that mindset completely because the competent characters, aka Ruby, Unit, Team and Doctor, do not fall for that sort of shit, for lack of a better word. And this episode continues the theme of season 2 of having people who feel like they're owed things when you're not owed anything. You have to you should be a nice person and you should try being nice to people and supportive people and go from there. And the villains of this season are not that. And it makes me wonder, is this guy the evil politician from Wales? I mean, probably not, but who knows, maybe. Maybe they're going from him being Mad Jack. Who knows? Who knows indeed. But the Digestive episode is really good because Millie Gibson is a really good actress and does an incredible job again anchoring an entire episode on her own with minimal Doctor stuff. She's the focus of this episode. It does seem at the start like it's going to be a bit like Love and Monsters with the Conrad guy, but no, Millie Gibson, Ruby Sunday is the start of the episode. We get a bit of time with her family, no real payoffs to that. So I suppose her mum's not really a mystery anymore, I guess. I mean, I suppose they really are going for that whole mystery thing being a misdirection, which is fine. It's whatever. I mean, it gives Gibson stuff to do, but they just sort of brush over the fact that now she has two mums. And an awesome grandma. Cherry is such a good character who would be nice if she's got more to work with, but what can you do? Kate Stewart again, great performance, really good character there. The Unit stuff is great. It's really nice to see Unit get a real win because they don't seem to win very often. I will say though that this is how Doctor Who is different from Torchwood, because Torchwood, they were straight up shot that guy, and it's a bit like last week with the violence, where it's like they say monster breaks F-bone in people's bodies, but then it just sort of throws them around a bit and probably does break their bones, but in the least graphic way possible. I think this is a similar thing where this is a very Torchwood story, and Doctor Who can do it really well up to a certain point, but then has to remember that there are kids watching, so it has to toe line a bit. But no, I really did enjoy it. I thought it's really, really, really good. This season, the last two episodes have been fantastic. The other two were good. But it's definitely going down that theme, sort of like safe entitlement from the start with Belinda's guy. But we also get quite a cool bit of foreshadowing. Two cool bits of foreshadowing. One with Conrad, sort of like, have you met Belinda yet? And Doc's like, who? And so, oh crap. Because they don't say when this episode's set. But Conrad knows about Belinda, but he doesn't believe the stories, or does he believe stories, or... It's all kind of weird, but good. And of course, at the end, when Miss Flo's like, hee, I'll let you out, which is quite a cool cliffhanger. And definitely... They're definitely building something massive, but it's not sure what this season. in terms of specifics. But hey, I'm going to 2-episode finale at the cinema, which would be amazing because the Empire of Death, the Wamsuke, the finale from last year wasn't best episode ever, but I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it in cinema with this season's finale. Hopefully Ruby comes back, so that'd be quite cool. Seems like there's a bit more payoff with her character. Some solid groundwork set up for the unit spin-off too, which is awesome. And yeah, another really good episode. And next week's that's terrific, to be honest. Really interested to see how they do that one. Because they've been doing a lot of misstretching this season, but in good ways. So I give this episode 4 out of 5. Definitely watch it. But don't well, it's too late. You've listened to this, but it's best if you're not spoiled for this episode. So okay, bye.